Vlocity is helping service providers to create differentiated customer experiences whilst accelerating their digital transformation programs. Joining me now to explain more is Dan Ford, SVP and GM of Communications at Vlocity. Dan, welcome to the program. Nice to see you.
Thanks very much. Nice to see you, Guy.
Can you tell us more about the Vlocity Communications Industry Cloud?
I'd be happy to. So all around the world, communication service providers are actively transforming themselves to deliver a better experience for their customers, to launch new revenue streams, and to reduce their cost to serve. And a majority of these operators around the world have selected Salesforce cloud-based CRM as the core of these transformation programs. And what we do here at Vlocity is we complement Salesforce with communications industry-specific applications like enterprise product catalog, CPQ, order management, and digital commerce, as well as pre-built processes and product models. And for the communications companies, there are about 60 of them so far that we serve together with Salesforce. They're able to, with our software, they're able to transform more quickly, deliver an even better customer experience, and operate more profitably with Salesforce and Vlocity.
Now, you mentioned some industry requirements then, but are there any other specific requirements or standards that your applications are designed to meet?
Yeah, certainly, Guy. So one of the chief obstacles to successful transformation programs truly is IT complexity. And this is all about aligning applications and integrating applications to support end-to-end business processes like concept to order or concept to care. And one of the things that we've done as Vlocity is to build our software in close conformance with common industry standards promulgated by organizations like the TM Forum and the MEF. These are two standards organizations that we've been very active contributors to. And really from the ground up, from our data model to our processes and to our applications, we built these in close alignment with these industry standards. And really the beneficiaries of this work have been our customers who are able to get their deployments live faster, experience value faster, and at a fraction of the cost of traditional approaches.
What are the common approaches that you're seeing in how telcos are transforming?
Sure. For the first thing I would say is gone are the days of big bang IT projects in the communications industries. And what we saw, 5-10 years ago were very large scale transformation programs that would run on for, in some cases, many years. These projects are very expensive, very risky. And unfortunately, the majority of these big bang projects never really delivered the business results that were expected. And so more recently, over the last several years, what we're seeing is operators launch agile-based transformation programs. And with this new approach, operators are delivering their programs over a series of phases. Typically, these phases are about 3 to 4 months long. And the idea is that with each of these program phases, you're delivering tangible business value. And then you follow up that in the next wave with additional incremental business value. So that's sort of the common approach that operators are taking these days. But in our work with dozens of operators around the world, what we've seen is 3 common patterns. The vast majority thus far we've seen are what I would call as evolutionary transformation programs. And typically these will start in a particular line of business like B2B and with a particular set of products. So it might be a small and medium enterprise bundle. And the ideas in these programs is to transform, maybe it's the concept to quote or the concept to order process. And what happens here is that these projects get live fast. The operator adds additional products to that bundle. It might take that same solution up market to enterprise. The second common approach that we see is with companies, we call this digital first. And many companies, especially right now in the age of COVID, are very eager to launch new digital first experiences. And this might be a B2C fiber broadband offer. where they enable their customers to do more in order and self-serve through digital or mobile channels. And so these would be examples. So we've launched projects with companies like CenturyLink here in North America and others. And then lastly, what we're finding, particularly in the mobile world, as 5G becomes a reality, is many mobile operators looking to launch new, compelling mobile-first experiences. But what they're finding is to try to do that with their legacy IT stacks is too complex, too time-consuming, and too expensive, and have instead opted to deploy a completely cloud-based IT stack from the likes of Salesforce and Vlocity and Matrix to get live quickly. And so some examples of projects that we've done would include projects like Orange Poland, Visible here in North America, and Inwi in Morocco.
In your opinion, Dan, what are some of the most critical success factors in ensuring a successful telco transformation program?
I would say, so there are three main things that I would say. First, it's really important as you start your transformation program to simplify. You really need to simplify your products. You really need to rethink your business processes, because it doesn't make sense to execute a transformation program where you're simply putting a shiny cover on old legacy slow processes and complex product models. An example of this would be Telstra's transformation program in Australia called Telstra 22, where they're literally simplifying from what was 1,900 calling plans to about 20. The second major success factor is buying software that's been designed specifically for the communications industry, and then to take advantage of all of the pre-built out-of-the-box functionality and really working to avoid customizing that solution. And what we're finding is that operators that do that with Vlocity are able to get live faster, are able to do so at far lower cost, and are also put themselves in the position to take advantage of all of our future innovation that comes through our regular product releases. And then the third major critical success factor is to ensure that everybody who will be working with the software, whether that's your internal staff or perhaps a third-party integration partner, to really make sure that all those folks are well-trained and certified in the use of the software. And what this will do is, again, help you get live faster, avoid unnecessary costs, and also importantly is to become very self-sufficient in the use and the maintenance of the software versus having to hire and keep a busload of consultants around. It's very important to be self-sufficient.
Now, you've already mentioned a number of partners and projects, but are there any other examples of successful transformation projects that Vlocity has led?
Yeah, I'd like to speak to a couple of these. One of the projects that I'm most proud of is in B2B, and this was with TELUS, one of our customers in Canada. And for TELUS, their desire was to provide a much better, more responsive customer experience to their SMB customers and to streamline the whole end-to-end process from launching new SMB propositions through quoting and ordering. And what we've been able to accomplish with TELUS is I think, quite impressive. We've helped them increase their customer net promoter score by 10%. We've helped them dramatically accelerate the quoting and ordering process by about 50%, and also to shrink the time involved in negotiating and registering contracts by 90%.
And do you have an example you can share with us in the consumer space?
Absolutely. One of our customers, Orange Poland, just last spring launched a compelling new mobile experience called Orange Flex. And so its customers are able to go to the Apple Store or the Android Store, download an app, create new service literally in minutes, to be able to view and modify their plan and their usage at any point in time. They can gift usage to other friends and family. And they can even do things like order day passes for music or video, or if they're going on a trip, to be able to buy a roaming pass. And this project will actually be highlighted in our upcoming panel as part of the DSP forum. So we'll look forward to having our customer from Orange, Poland, share more about its Orange Flex application.
Dan, I'm really excited to learn more about that, and indeed you can see that on TelecomTV very soon. But for now, thanks for sharing all those insights. Absolutely fascinating. Thanks for joining us on TelecomTV.
Thanks, Guy. I enjoyed it.